EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yaller horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His guys knocked out the 3 seed a week ago and looking to keep things rolling here in the divisional round. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team to beat in the conference. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Vikings, Miles Price. Taking it about the 36. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wildcard round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
At the 25-yard line.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Naylor, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. This is Jordan Mason. And they get him down to about before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the
when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there was a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They were open for a couple yards of breathing room. They got a lot more than that. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a scam before they backed up even further.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's another Vikings first down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. On the edge of pushes forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets it to Addison. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mason going to get it on first down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. On the ground again, it's Mason. Well, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. The drive begins with Mason. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. He's got a little back lead. And then look at this, big gain or fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from running with that ball. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Now they'll take this and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And inside give to Jones. 65 yards rushing for a guy. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
15 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
At the 46-yard
on
line.
first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, it's Mason. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Madison hauls it in. And they get him down, but then the 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones from 19 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. Out to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down. First and 10 at the 32.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
For Jordan Addison.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
A gain of
5.
Jefferson.
And that will bring up second down.
5. Brings up second and 5 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 21
A gain there of 21 yards.
Vikings.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now he's going to step up and run. Just gets rolling, throws it away. The Lions move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the right goes Mason. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, it's not going to want to see consistently. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll take this and run. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he goes out right around the 39. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Gun now on third down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A gain of 5.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts
First down.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
19-yard line.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Mason. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
It's now second
as they'll
and
head to
6
the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 2nd and 6. The give is to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down. Here's Mason. And he will have a Viking first down. That should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college staring it around campus, right?
You won't go the drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Alfred Collins on the stop. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.